Sorry to notice you then.
That's Cisco. I mean, not Cisco. That's No Kill.
You notice me.
Ooh, yeah. That's Casey. Who is knocking? Is that Opportunity? What is that?
You know what? I think it's the Garland of the Knives.
Yo.
Until the next time we speak or meet.
Speak.
Meet?
Oh, God. There goes.
You are so beautiful.
Y'all, excuse me.
I don't know why I'm doing a whole body roll in the chair.
You got a body roll of beauty.
When I'm down and out, I never seem to get tired.
Get tired of your love. Oh, tired of your love.
I'm trying to hold it up.
You are
wonderful.
You're wonderful. Make you see anything you want inside your heart. You will find right here inside of me. Oh.
Wait. I don't think that.
You could tell they was raising the church. Right. Especially Cisco. That's a church boy.
He really is.
I don't think you're here, man.
Girl, when he said, have you ever had something that you just couldn't explain?
Why they still singing? I hope that I can make you mine. If I was going
and take her around.
And beauty is her name. Like, all you need is a yes.
Right.
Hallelujah.
I'm like, yeah, did y'all sing this in church?
He
but
probably
just Jesus in
and Jesus is his name.
Walks by me every day.
Oh, hallelujah.
With a power not the same. A man has stolen my heart.
I don't think you're here, man.
And Jesus is his name.
Let me tell you about my Savior.
Okay, welcome back you all to Bibles by Black.
Hey y'all, ching ching ching,
Ching ching ching
ching ching ching,
ching ching.
Bibles by Black.
Wait, I wonder if you can tambourine beauty. This is. I got it. Okay.
Walks by me every day. Heaven love all the same. Man has stolen my heart, and Jesus is his name. I hope that I can make you mine. I can't stay with this.
Okay, we are done. Again, welcome back, you guys.
Hey.
We've been gone for a minute. So as you can see, all of the silliness is built up inside of us. We hope that you guys have enjoyed the few bonus episodes that we've dropped for y'all in between our season break.
Yeah.
In today's episode, speaking of church kids, we are actually doing another bonus episode in honor of the Halloween that is coming up.
Hallows Eve.
All Hallows Eve. Yes, them right there. All of that.
Okay.
All of it. All the spectacular. So on this episode, we're going to talk about some of the cliche things that we've heard growing up, especially in the Black church.
And the things we've experienced growing up trying to navigate Halloween.
Right. All about, all around
church.
the Halloween experience.
Before we start, I know the listeners cannot see us just yet, but I want to give you a shout out because your house.
Oh.
This is like Halloween Central.
Yes.
I walked up, it's the daytime. I'm going to give y'all some context. And I was scared. I was like, It's like a 9-foot skeleton out front.
Yeah. I think there's a 13-foot skeleton and then like a 8.5-foot boogeyman. And then we got a whole scarecrow, a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. Whew.
I am a big celebrator of all holidays. I love to decorate for any holiday. But I go big for Halloween and for Christmas. I do. And especially my husband, he loves decorating for Halloween and for Christmas. He does not care at all about all the other holidays. But me, I'm like, nope, it's Valentine's Day. I need to put up all the hearts all around the house. I have stuff for the New Year's. I have stuff for Easter. I have stuff
Saint
for
Patrick's.
St. Patrick's Day, Cinco de Mayo. Okay, I know I am not the Mexican. I know, but I still want to celebrate with the people. Actually, I have family that's Mexican.
Yeah.
I have a niece that's half Mexican. I have cousins that are half Mexican. So my family is like a big, like for real melting pot.
Yeah.
We have Filipino. We have Guamanian. We have
Y'all just be ill.
Dutch, I think.
Dutch?
Yes.
Y'all got black Dutch people?
No, she was white.
She's full out Dutch.
Yeah. Yeah, my uncle's married to I think they're Dutch.
Is her name Inga?
No, her name is Brigitte.
That was my next guess.
Really? You was going to guess Brigitte? like, that's the one you just going to throw out there. Yeah. Yes, this is my Aunt Brigitte. But yeah, so I do, yeah. We turn up for Halloween.
I like that because I like to celebrate holidays too and decorate. I don't go all as out for Halloween, and we're gonna get into that as we get going on our episode. But I do Christmas. I do fall. I love fall, you guys. I'm now known as a pumpkin spice bandit.
She is.
And
She
I wear that
really
title
is.
with pride, so I have pumpkins everywhere.
Oh my
so that's what I'll do.
She really does. You
And
guys.
I'll get into why I never really decorated for Halloween when we start talking. But I love Christmas decorations, Valentine's. I don't really do New Year's decorations.
I mean, I don't really do much. I just have like a New Year's wreath and like some. I put the, you know how people walk around with the headbands that have the Happy New Year.
In the
I put that,
topiary.
yeah, I put it on my little topiary.
I like, okay, so it's Christmas, fall, Valentine's are like my main 3 decorative holidays. I mean, I don't have an issue with anything else, but those are my top.
And I'm so sorry. I know y'all. We a little bit off topic. Not really, because we are talking holidays. But I'm gonna tell you this. I almost cried yesterday
Why?
because when we were taking out the rest of our decor, because like I tell you, I'm a big decorator. So October 1st is when we started decorating for Halloween. November 1st is when I start putting out all my fall stuff. So part of the, I guess, what do you call it? Shoot. Can't think of the term right now. I'm so tired. Lap over. I don't know. That's
Overlap?
Thank you. There you go. Part of the overlap is pumpkins.
Yeah.
You have pumpkins during, Halloween, but you also have pumpkins for the fall. So I have all these different little pumpkins. Like I have a blue one, an orange one, all these different ones. And so I went into my tub to go get the rest of the pumpkins that come out during Halloween that I leave out. And then I bring out some extra ones during fall. Girl, I opened up that tub. It had mold
No.
in it.
Oh, no.
I was about to cry.
That's happened to me once with my pumpkins. What are they made of?
I don't know.
That actually did happen. I had to throw away that whole bin.
I was so mad.
Yep.
My husband said, oh, well, probably something that we had outside must have had moisture in it. And when we closed it up, that the moisture just started seeping out or something.
Oh,
and it's
wow.
weird because certain things didn't get mold on them. Like the fake flowers and...
Yeah.
But like I have a cornucopia. Girl, that thing was full of mold. I had to throw it away. But other things like the plastic pumpkins didn't. But my ceramic pumpkins did.
That's weird.
And
if it's
you know
ceramic.
I like my little gnome things. My 2 fall ones, I throw them away.
Dang.
I was like, I was like, let me just walk away for 1 second. My poor husband, he was like, it's okay. It's okay. I was like, you know what? I guess let me just look at the positive. That just means I get to go shopping now.
She was like,
good.
this is for my home
Girl, I was supposed to pour out some liquor for my gnomes. I was like, Anyways, all right. So, as we said, we're going to talk about some of the, beliefs, if you will, around, or the negative connotations people have about celebrating Halloween.
I can jump right in right now because it'll
for
still piggyback up what we just talked about.
Yeah.
So the reason why I have focused more on just the fall, autumn colors and everything with Halloween is because, not Halloween, of the fall season is because I was unable to go all out for Halloween growing up. I did some lightweight trick-or-treating or did some Hallelujah night stuff or whatever you want to call it. But there was no like full-on talk of ghosts and goblins and skeletons and whatever.
Yeah.
One time I got beside myself and decorated my house growing up. Okay. Don't. Okay.
No, because I know your mama.
Yeah. Okay. So keep that in mind. Okay. You know my mom, you know my family. Okay. Yeah. I got beside myself, like I said, and I decided to just take it upon myself to decorate the front house. So you know what I did? I had made tombstones out of cardboard, spray painted them silver, and put like R.I.P. and put them in front of our flower bed, right? Right? In the front of the house. Wait, I'm not finished, bro. So we had a asphalt driveway.
Okay.
Not like how it usually is now, but it was like gravel basically. Okay. Or not gravel, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That same spray paint can, the silver spray paint.
Yeah.
I took and wrote happy
on the driveway.
I got happy HAL and ran out of spray paint. So it said happy Hal. And I was like, oh no. Not even thinking about the wrath that my parents was about to give me for defacing their house like this. I'm worried that the things say happy Hal. Ain't no happy. We don't have no Hal here.
So wait a minute. So you wasn't concerned about the fact that you spray painted their property.
Right.
You were more concerned about the fact that you didn't get it all the way spelled out.
Correct.
Oh, that's a kid thing.
Thank you. So I went looking for more. I don't even know why we had spray paint, to tell you the truth. But I went looking and there was nothing. So then I go inside and say, do we have any more spray paint? My mom was like, why do we need spray paint?
Okay, so yeah, you was feeling yourself. You went and had the nerve to go ask your mama if she had any more spray paint.
She was like, what do you need spray paint for? I was like, because I'm decorating outside. She's like, decorating what? I was like, for Halloween. What? I was like, yeah, look.
You was all proud.
Girl. So she comes outside and this lady is speechless. And those who know my mama is not speechless. Yeah, but I didn't get a whooping or, she just like turned her head like, oh my God. So I don't know what conversation she had with my dad or whatever, but it stayed up for a minute until he brought home some black spray paint. And they're like, you got to cover that up. No, we're not doing that. I took my time going back out there to cover it up. And me taking my time allowed the neighbors to have complaints. So the person next door complained. And this is a black neighborhood. Okay. And mostly Caribbean. So again, you have the one house in the middle of the street with this crazy looking Halloween, quote unquote, Halloween decorations.
Ghetto.
Right? Then you have a lot of us are Christians. So they're like, why is your daughter doing this anyway? What's going on? Bad. And then they ended up covering up with more asphalt or whatever. I don't know the stuff.
Wait. So hold on. When your dad went and got the black spray paint, what was he expecting you to cover it up with? Like
the letters. Just go over the letters. Like I guess
finish spelling out Halloween.
No, to cover up what I had started. So whatever was spray painted silver, go over with the black to just kind of make it look black again.
Oh, okay. So it was supposed to blend in with the
yes. Until I guess they had time to get somebody over to redo the driveway.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Oh my
gosh. So that answers, not answers, but that brings me to why Halloween was never important or, in my childhood.
So, see, for me growing up, even though, as I told you before, my mom is a preacher's kid, she still loved celebrating Halloween. Mm-hmm. And so for me, especially me and my older brother, when the other two came along, I guess she was tired. I don't know. I don't remember really her doing them over there. My younger brother and younger sister. I love them, but I honestly don't know if she ever took them trick-or-treating. But for us, me and my older brother, I mean, we had them sweaty plastic mask costumes. Yeah, I remember those. She did the whole thing. She didn't never decorate inside of our house or outside, really. Mm-hmm. But she was all for us getting costumes and the trick-or-treat bag and going trick-or-treating. So again, even though my family is a Christian background, they never were like, oh, no. We don't celebrate. Like, that's the devil's day. Like, we never experienced that.
I don't think anybody said it was like outright the devil's day, but it was just assumed. And you just know that wasn't Christian. Like, I was able to trick or treat, like with those little hard masks, from like McDonald's or whatever. Like, where did they come from?
Having you sweating,
and they stank, and they were always one color, and y'all know what color they were. If you were Cinderella, you know what color she was.
Right. It was all like a really pasty color. But what I used to hate about them is if you wasn't careful, and especially, how do I say this? Black people, our hair is like coarse and thick, and the little string that they would have holding that mask together really wasn't built to go around our heads.
It wasn't.
And so one side would end up halfway through trick-or-treating, snapping and breaking off. And so you just had to carry it in your hand.
Yeah.
And then every time you walk up the door, you had to pull it in for your face and say trick-or-treat and then take it off. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to remember when I first heard, I don't know, maybe she just sheltered us from all of that, because I don't think I heard anyone really until I was like in my teens or even almost an adult talk about, oh no, you're not supposed to do that, that's that's bringing in spirits and
I think stuff. So too, like teens or something, or I don't know. But before we jump ahead that far, I mean, I was able to trick or treat like once or twice, and the same neighborhood. I think I had like 3 houses to choose from that people were like, hey, get some candy. So remember those buckets you get from like McDonald's or whatever? That one bucket was mine. That's all I got. Because there was no me going to another street or anything. My mom was like, you go down that and come back and come back.
Oh, wow. That's it. Oh, no. We was... Okay, so
I mean, I appreciate it though, because she was able to at least give me some part of
like some of the experience, and not be like, oh no, you're not gonna do that.
My grandma,
you're gonna stay in the house tonight, and we gonna watch a Christian movie. Because some people do that. Some people be like, it's Halloween. We need to watch something related to the Lord.
Right.
And it's like, oh, it's not that deep.
It's like, if you got the faith in you, you're going to be fine. It's not like some spirit just going to jump out of the ground and like, come on.
Gotcha.
Right. Surprise.
Right. But that's what they act like. Like, they really act. Some people do act like, oh, no. You can't run around in a costume of something scary, because and you're like, okay, first of all, these people are made up for movies.
Seriously.
So there's that. If you want to dress up as a cat or a dog, who cares? like, why is that a big deal? Or a witch, or a goblin, or a ghost. Who cares? Because let's be honest, ain't nobody ever seen around, but I ain't never seen no ghosts. And again, if you know the Bible, it says to be absent of the body is to be present with the Lord.
Hello.
And they say there's no such thing as ghosts. There's just apparitions from dreams and whatnot.
But hold on now. I'm sorry. I got to jump back to that real quick.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't believe in ghosts, but I do believe in malevolent spirits. I'm sorry. They be out there.
So malevolent spirits,
they out there.
But to me, it's just like, yes, okay. Again, if we believe in the Bible, right? We know there's angels and then there's demons,
right?
To me, that's just demons running loose and running.
Hold on. Okay.
But I'm just saying that because I don't know why people think they're only there on Halloween. Like, right? That's
they could be up there on May 1st,
right? Like, you just never. If you ain't protected by the blood of Jesus,
right?
That's between you and the Lord. The power of Christ compels you. And so, but that's my thing. It's just like, why everyone act like, oh, only bad stuff or creepy stuff can happen
on Halloween.
Right. It's like, no.
That's year round, buddy.
Right. That could be any time.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, again, for us, even I remember my dad would even partake in it. Like, he would dress up sometimes. I remember one time my dad dressed up as a cheerleader. It was funny. He was one ugly cheerleader. Let me tell you right now.
Guy.
He had some bright red lipstick on. I was like, this is not cute. You were not a cute girl. But yeah, we went, well, but see, then again, we grew up on a base, a military base. So they weren't, and it was that. So people really people really didn't care a lot about what their kids did. They'd be like, go on outside. Just stay out for a while and come back later. So we would be out like Like, I know how you said your mom said just go up one street down or whatever, only go the 4 houses she knew. We would have, like, my brother was the kind that, like, if you see in them old school movies that had the pillowcase.
Yeah.
He would literally take a pillowcase and come back with full of stuff. I was like, I'm not doing that because I ain't got no handle. So I literally would ask my mom to go get me a good basket and I would go down. Now, again, telling my age in the 80s. Yes, we were those kids who got the candied popcorn and you stopped by that one house who felt like, they didn't want to buy you candy, so they gave you a little dental bag and you would get toothbrush and toothpaste and stuff like that. And then another house would actually have the candy apples where you would get the candy apples.
I remember hearing stories about them candy apples.
And yeah, so all those horror stories that people talk about, it might be a razor in there and all that stuff. Yeah. And that's why they started telling parents, check
the bags.
Yeah, you got to check through all your kids' stuff because, people, unfortunately, there's just people out there in the world who do mean things.
Yeah.
But we literally would have like that brown... What is that called? When people do the popcorn ball and then it has like, they dip it in something. It's like almost like a candy. And it was
it's not in caramel?
For the
corn?
Popcorn?
Yeah.
Mm-mm. It was blue. They would be blue or orange. Yeah. It was like colored. And they would dip it.
I don't know.
And then they would like wrap it in like cellophane and tie it up. And then that's what you would get.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't even know what it was. Anyways, I don't eat popcorn, so I was like, here, talk to my brother. I was like, you can have it.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but we would come home our actual baskets was very interesting. There wasn't no Snicker bars and M&Ms and candy. And then you always had that one house that the old people gave you the hard candy.
That hard peppermints.
But the problem is I am one of those people who like old people candy. Child. So butterscotch, what's the cinnamon one? The cinnamon flavored hard candy that you just have to suck on. Red Hots.
No.
I like all the
Necco wafers.
Yeah, I like. Look, Sugar Daddy, Sugar Baby.
I like Sugar Baby.
That's
Sugar
old people candy.
How? When it's so hard for them to eat?
I don't know, but it is. Okay. Because it's suck on it, I guess. You ain't no
you
teeth.
You do that, Sugar Daddy.
Yeah, you gotta
You gotta work.
Right.
Before it even gets soft.
So yes, I am. Hello. Hands up. I am one of them people. I do like old people candy. I ain't gonna lie. And get the little nasty little, what was they called? Dang. They were rectangle and taste like peanut butter.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name of it though.
Yeah, I don't know the name of it. But that's another old people candy and peppermints and stuff like that. Some of them would be blue. I don't know what flavor that one was.
I'm like, I don't want that.
Yeah. I did like old people candy. I don't really like chocolate, so I didn't care for M&Ms and paydays, 1,000 grands or was it
100 grand?
Oh, sorry, 100 grand.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's the Babe Ruth. All
I love Babe Ruth.
Oh, bleh.
Baby Ruth is
bleh. Still bleh. I don't like it.
Babe Ruth is a baseball player. Okay, so question to you: when Halloween fell on a Sunday, how did your family navigate that with church? And y'all as kids.
Church is in the morning. Remember I told when we talked about
so y'all never
in the morning, and so Halloween is that night. We just went that night.
You want to know how I had to go through this?
Well,
first of all, we had 2 services a day. We had, I think I said it in one of our episodes.
You did.
We had morning and evening service. I promise you. Evening, when I knew that Halloween was coming on a Sunday night, it was like the most depressing thing ever. Aww. Because like all of my friends were like, "Oh, we're going to the haunted house," and I'm like, "I'm going to church." And I promise, I swear, and like it just felt like all the adults were like so dead set on driving home, Jesus and God, like because of the day it falls on. Yeah. And like you said, it has the two don't even like. If you got the word in you good. You don't, and like, to me, that was more scary than anything. Because they going in on the scriptures and reading from Revelations. I'm like...
Right. They're literally putting the fear of God in you.
I'm like, in those days, I'm like, I just want some candy.
Right.
I ain't get nothing.
That's all the kids care about.
That's all we care
about. And then your friends at school the next day, they come up with all those bags of candy.
Here I am. I don't have anything. Dang. Can I get, you ain't gonna eat all of that. Can I get a Snicker? Mm-mm. No. Okay.
And you know what's funny though? You know this about me. I'm not a big candy person though. I'm not. Me nor my kids, we're not big on candy, but I love going and trick or treat and then bringing home all the candy. But then I give it away.
And you give it away.
I give it away because I don't really eat candy like that.
Man, I wish I could say the same, but I love me some sugar. Yeah. So I'll take whatever you got. Cool.
Well, see, I like cookies and cupcakes.
Mm-hmm. I like
Fudgy
that
brownies.
I like that too.
Yeah.
There's hardly like any desserts or candy I don't like.
You know what I don't like? I don't like pies. Like at all.
No apple pie, pumpkin, sweet potato.
I don't
nothing?
like pies. I don't like pie. I'm not cobblers.
Huh?
Peach cobbler.
Huh? I make really good peach cobbler.
Mm-hmm.
I swear.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's just never been my thing. But I like cakes.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Okay, so question to you. Mm-hmm. Now that let me double back a little bit. When you had the children, mm-hmm. and how did you navigate that with them being kids and wanting to participate? Did you just kept the same thing on like how you had?
I did, especially because here's my thing. The way I look at it, I don't know if y'all be mad at me, but it's fine. I look at it no different from the way people handle Santa Claus. Your kids gonna hear about Santa Claus. It's gonna be on TV. It's gonna be out there in them streets. It's gonna be at their schools. And so I handle it the same way. We celebrate Christmas. If you want to watch The Grinch and you want to watch Rudolph and Santa and all of them, that's fine. It's entertaining.
But at the end of the day, you know who the Lord
it's entertaining.
Your Lord and Savior
but
is.
Let me explain to you why we are celebrating this holiday.
Right.
So that's what I do for Halloween. I'm just like, listen, some people are going to tell you some crazy things. But at the end of the day, we're out here just to have some fun and get some free candy. Okay? And have some
dress
fun.
up.
And dress up.
And totally dress up.
That's it. And maybe watch some scary movies. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get so wrapped up into mm-hmm. all of the stuff that people say. Like, again, as I got older, before I even had kids, that's when people start saying, oh, no. Because, in the Hispanic culture or Mexican culture, they mm-hmm. celebrate Dia de Muerte, which is the Day of the Dead. And they talk about...
That was in Coco.
Yes. That's such a good movie.
That movie's so good.
It's like, that's his dad. Dad, this whole time.
You hear the music. Okay. Keep going. I'm sorry. Keep going.
What color is your shoes, mi amor? What color is your hat?
I said keep going.
Sorry. You said put that on your head. No. You make me go loco, thinking. Okay, sorry, y'all. That's a good Disney movie, Coco. If y'all have never seen it, blame Miss J. And I'm a big Disney fanatic, so y'all know I was gonna sing it. But yeah, it's like they celebrate it. They do believe in their culture that it's a veil that comes down that day, and so mm-hmm. therefore you have to light the candle and make that little.
Display or
whatever on the table or so in memory of the person.
Yeah.
And that's on them. I am not Mexican, so
I'm not a Mexican.
I'm not a Mexican, so I don't celebrate this de muerte. And I don't associate myself really with that part of the belief of it all. Right. And with Halloween, I'm just like, to me, it's just another day. I don't think of, the spirit, like those ghouls.
People want you to shut your whole house down.
Right. It's almost like they want to act like it's the Passover.
Right.
Where you got to go sacrifice a lamb and take that blood and
mark your house.
Mark your house. Mark your windows. Mark everything.
This house is clear.
Put some lamb's blood on your baby's forehead and stuff like what?
Put some salt in front of your door.
No.
So I don't. No, just a visual. I don't think Hallelujah night, quote unquote, that whole thing was created or came about until the 2000s. Because I didn't have that growing up.
No, I didn't have it growing up either. And my kids, though, they did because our church does do it. Yes. And they have Hallelujah night, which I appreciate.
Now, explain to the people who may not know what Hallelujah night is.
So Hallelujah night is, a lot of churches are do that now. And basically, it's allowing the kids to actually still partake in a celebration of where they can dress up and they can and get some candy. And some churches will have like bouncy houses and all kinds of other fun stuff and fun activities like face paint and all that stuff for the kids to do, to say, okay, well, let's just strip out the negative connotation that surrounds around quote unquote Halloween. And instead, let's say, okay, well, let's make it a Hallelujah Day. We're still, as Christians, we're still having a fun day, and we're still going to celebrate kids having fun.
And that's what Halloween is anyway. But I feel like people are saying that ghosts and goblins.
I was like, I don't know what goose.
I don't know what goose is either. Ghosts and goblins and witches and all that stuff is okay. So it represents evil.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, obviously, but like you said, that stuff is not real.
Yeah.
So essentially, if you're gonna give a child a Hallelujah night, might as well just let them go trick or treating.
You might as well.
But I get it, because I'm, it's fine. You maybe want your kids to stay in a safe place, zone or whatever.
Right.
But it's literally the same thing.
Yeah. And no, it is. It honestly is. It's just instead of them going house to house at night, they're usually like at the church.
And when I was teaching at the school I was at, is a Christian-based school, the kids were not allowed to come dressed up for Halloween. So we would have it just like it's like a costume day. We couldn't even reference it. There was like nothing. It was like you talked about it, but not say it.
And it was like character day or something like that.
Character day, or pajama day. One of the two, like, depending on how we did it for the year. But it's like it's the same thing,
right? And
them kids, like you said, they was like, "What are you wearing for trick or treating tonight? Where are you going? I'm gonna be Moana. I'm like, they look. I didn't say it,
right?
They know,
because again, like you gonna see at school and at TV, if they have other siblings that go to school, they're going to hear about all that. And I'm like, one of my children, she was supposed to actually be born on Halloween. I was very excited about that. I was like, oh snap, all of the Halloween parties I can throw. Baby. Woo. But her daddy, who was Jehovah's Witness, he was like, no. He was like, no. Can we schedule the C-section a couple days before? He did not want her to be born on Halloween. And it just so happened my water broke a couple days before anyways. But we still, like, thank you. Yeah, I know, right? But still to this day, because she literally is so close to Halloween, we still every year, well, for like everybody knows I only do 10 years birthday parties, but either way, every year we threw a big costume party. Like all her friends got to come and show up and dress up, and they were all different themes every year. I mean, we've had like a Bubble Guppies year, a Sesame Street year, Barbie year, Disney Princess year. I'll never forget, my baby wanted to be Moana because you said Moana. She showed that. I bought her I went to Disney store and I got her the full expensive costume. She even had a little magical hook and everything. Okay, we went all out, and so it's the fun that the kids have. I think it's worth it, and it's like, why y'all, like, I'm not there to tell them, hey kids, we're gonna tell some ghost stories, and then they're like, no, we're not talking about that. It's y'all wanna have some fun. Yeah, we gonna play some games. Here goes some candy and some cake and some ice cream. Hopefully your stomach don't get upset. You gonna go home with a sugar high, and that's on your parents to deal with when you get home. That's it.
Right.
That's literally it.
I don't think it's a big deal.
I don't either. But people blow it up. They really do. And like I said, it wasn't until I was older that I start hearing all of the, oh, no, that's the devil's day, and no, and the demons come out. And you're like, no.
The only thing that...
Not in my house, they don't.
Right. The only bad thing that happened to on Halloween, in my opinion or perspective, is some kids doing pranks, throwing eggs at your door, TPing your house.
Okay, so let's talk about that, because I've only seen
that actually happened to
movies. I've never seen it in my life.
No, that's real.
So have you? So
yes, our house got egged once.
Really?
And I'm wondering if it's because it's my fault, because I had spray paint in the truck.
I was gonna say, was that it was during that same time?
Probably. No, like, okay. So the 2 times I remember that the door, when you wake up the next morning, because they do it late, I'm sure. But like I did see like remnants of like the egg and the yolk on the front door. So like they probably just like through the door.
So I wonder what the story is behind that. Is that if you're, because this is what I heard. If someone's house isn't participating, meaning they didn't pass out candy, those were the houses that they would egg or TP.
Probably, but because like I said, my mom and my dad wasn't trying to buy no doggone Halloween candy to like open and hand out candy every
day.
day.
Y'all didn't. So they didn't hand out candy. So we're
okay. That was wait. Before you,
okay.
It was actually so sad hearing trick or treat, and can't open the door.
Right, can't open
lights
the door.
Be off.
So that's what I'm saying. Were your lights off?
Lights off.
Okay.
Shades drawn.
Because that's like literally one of the golden rules of Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
The light has to be off on the porch, and that way you know that they're not participating.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know. So whoever that parents was wrong because she shouldn't have came in the door knocking, or he shouldn't have came in the door knocking.
And then when they would walk away, I would peek out like, oh, I like their costume. And I'd just go back to watching something on TV. Oh, no. So then the second time we got egged, my dad was taking me to my cousin's house because we were allowed to get together at his house to just hang out. Maybe, as cousins would do, whatever, for the night. So he, I'm sorry. He got mad. He called me like I did it because he got egged. Yeah, he got egged on the way back from dropping me off. So he called my aunt and was telling her
like somebody egged the car.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So he called my aunt and then she was like, "Your dad would have talked to
you." Dang. You're like, what I gotta do with it?
I was like, "Hey, Dad, do you know I was like, ooh. I was like, I'll help you clean it tomorrow."
Oh no!
I felt bad.
With you.
Daddy crazy. I don't know.
Girl, that ain't crazy. But that's just all how does it. Like if it's kid related, they blame the kids.
Right. I was like, but I didn't throw the egg. I threw it to come watch the movie.
Literally at my cousin's house, you just draw me off. That's insane. No, I always thought that was literally movie. I've never in my house. I never egged or participated in that, and I've never been like through my neighborhood and ever saw a house that was egged or toilet paper.
We never got TP'd, but definitely I'm standing by that. We got egged twice.
Really?
Yes, and I don't know if it's because of what you said about the house not participating or whatever. People just being ignorant.
Yeah, because when I watch it on movies, it would always be the teenagers. Like because they would get mad because somebody ain't participating.
I don't know how you give a teenager an excuse to cut up. They gonna do it,
right?
So
yeah. Now I will say this: one thing I don't fool around with. I don't do the haunted house things.
Oh, I got the story.
And the reason why I don't do any of that is not because of anything superstitions or nothing like that. It's because I don't like people. I can be a violent person. So I don't like people jumping out at me and scaring me. Like same. I don't play that. Same. And especially we black. A lot of black people, we don't play like that. So don't do that. You're going to get hit. You're going to get hurt. And then I'm going to get kicked out. And then I want my refund because I ain't come up in here anyways. I'm here because some friends asked me. So I've never done that.
Yeah. First of all, I don't like being scared, period. That could be for seeing a doggone frog on somebody's porch. I don't like being scared, period. It's not fun for me. Haunted houses, don't do them. Excuse me. When I was younger, we did go to one, but I'll tell you how it was. It was inside of a mall. And I was telling my coworker the other day, it's like, listen.
I'm sorry. In the 90s, because I'm trying to figure this out.
In the 90s in Florida, I don't know. Florida's weird anyway. I'll tell you that.
It really is.
Okay. So it was at a mall. It was like an empty event space, like in the mall or whatever.
Okay.
Okay. So, like I said, I don't like being scared.
Okay.
And I remember specifically, this is when Freddy Krueger was out. Okay.
Okay.
I had an umbrella in my hands, and I don't know whose hand I was holding, but I had the umbrella in my other hand because it was raining that night. It was like a little Barbie umbrella or something. I don't know. Freddy Krueger decided he wanted to jump out of the shadows when we were going through the little, You know what I did with that umbrella, right?
You beat him.
Bop.
Yeah.
And I'm like probably 8, I don't know, 7, I don't know. Bop. And I know that man fell. And I look back, I'm like, you shouldn't have scared me.
Right.
Kept walking.
You shouldn't be jumping out at folk.
I don't, like you said, to me, that's not pleasurable.
No, I don't understand why people do that.
And like now, the haunted houses are like so out of control.
Yeah,
especially in Georgia. I don't know how it is for other areas, but here
it trips me out because they love claiming they the Bible Belt and all of these rules. And like we've said before, there's a lot of churches here. Oh Lord,
my goodness!
But they also have all of these haunted houses.
It's like one church to one haunted house.
It really is. They even got, we so country, but they got haunted corn mazes out
Went
here
through
now
one of those.
too. And I want to do one of those. Is escape the corn maze.
It wasn't a corn maze.
Yeah.
It was a haunted. The one I'm talking about. I'm sorry. It wasn't a corn maze. It was a something outdoors. It wasn't with corn. The thing.
Was it a pumpkin patch or a hay yard or something like that?
Something. My sister dragged me because her kid wanted to go, and she said, "I'm not gonna be the only adult scared. So can you come be the chaperone with me?"
See, I wouldn't mind. I don't mind like escape rooms and stuff like that because I don't know. Some people think that means people are locking you up and you got to escape. I'm like, no, they're obviously not. You're on a time schedule,
and you paid for it.
So they're not locking you up and anything like that. But they have like escape a corn maze. Like I'll do that, but I'm not running at night through no corn maze with someone running around chasing me.
Okay,
I'm not doing that.
So I'm full of stories. I got one for that too. So the same thing. The same thing I'm talking about. It wasn't a corn maze. I'll ask her later what it was, but it was literally outside in the dark at night, pitch black, in Snellville area of Georgia. It was like a haunted, like maze situation or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so it was me, her kids, and their friends, and again, we're the only two adults. So she was like, one in the front, one in the back. Guess who got the back? Me. I'm like, I don't want to be in the back. I can't see what's behind me if I'm looking, at the kids.
Yeah.
So you pass through. I was like, can we draw straws? Like, okay. So we're passing through, and each little section, like a little shed or something, rah, somebody pop out at you, right? So I get this feeling that there's something behind me.
See, no.
So I look back, and I'm like, I don't see it, but there's something there. Come to find out, it was a guy dressed like Michael Myers. So you know how Michael Myers is creepy as all get out. Dear Lord. So he would just like peek out and kind of hide back. And I'm like, y'all, can y'all please walk faster? Right. There's something behind me. The girl's like,
I'm like, better than me. I would have mauled all over them kids.
I'm like, listen, y'all are my flesh and blood, but I'm about to leave you. Walk faster. We cut the corner, and like the sheds get scarier, quote unquote. They're just like chains and like chainsaws and stuff. I look back, that man's like 6-7 feet behind me, and I'm like, y'all need to run. And they looked back and saw him, and the guy who was dressing him was cracking up. He could not stay in character, so he had his little fake little knife in his hand, but he went like to lunge it, and when I screamed, he was like, oh shoot. So they took off, and I don't run. I'm not a runner, but I was a track star that night, and we ran straight to the exit. Look back, he was like, I gave up. I can't catch up. He was like, they won.
See, the only thing I ever did, of course, like we were talking about, teenagers do stupid things. So when I was a teenager, because I grew up, remember, told you, overseas. Where I grew up overseas, it's called Okinawa. Okay, and Okinawa is known to have like some ghost stories around it because when World War II, I think, there was like a lot of fights and stuff like that.
Uneasy spirits.
And so and some people was like, oh, but again, like I said, I don't believe that. And so, but as a teen, one night, I remember, there was probably 30, 40 of us. And they were like, let's go to this abandoned building.
Nope.
And I was like, okay. And so when I tell you literally it's like 40 of us, I was like, okay, it's 40 of us. And so we went, and everyone agreed because, when you watch scary movie, like they say, you don't split up. So none of us split up because we was like, if we see anything at all, everybody stay together. Stay together. And so we did, and of course we saw nothing, and just kids. That's the most I've done. And then now that I do have kids, they like going to Six Flags Fright Fest thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope, not doing that either.
I did it, and I'm about to do it again with my youngest, but with my
she wants to go.
Yes, that's what she wants to do for her birthday.
Have fun with that.
But my oldest, when she was probably like in middle school, so it was a long time ago, her and a group of her friends wanted to go. And me was like, okay, I'll shop around, y'all. I'll go. When I tell you, I was super annoyed because I'm like, obviously, you guys, they're not going to hurt you.
When the people run up on you and stuff?
Yeah, Six Flags. And so they every 5 seconds, And I'm like, y'all, why do you want to go here if all you want to do is scream?
That's why I don't go.
I'm like, this is not fun for me. So at some point I was like, you know what? I don't even know why I'm walking with y'all. Y'all about 15 years old. Yeah, 14, 15. Y'all good enough. Yeah, go play. Meet me back here in 30 minutes. And I sat like in the bench and just watched the people in costume scare all kinds of people. Because probably was like, she don't look like she won't be fooled with.
They were like, nope.
I just sat around and watched it. But yeah, it's like they're obviously not going to hurt you guys. Like, no. And I don't think no crazy person is going to spend that much money on a ticket to come up in here and really hurt someone, because them tickets is expensive. But that's the most I've ever done. I don't understand. Yeah, I'm not going to a haunted house to be scared. Now, I will tell you, as far as like scary movies go, I don't mind watching scary movies.
I was going to ask you that.
Yeah, I watch scary movies. I do. I
do not.
I like to. I've seen them all. The majority of them. Exorcist.
Nope. Well,
I've seen the Poltergeist. I told y'all earlier. Poltergeist is one of my favorite movies. Love that movie. Because it's about this. I guess I see past the spookiness. To me, I'm like, oh, that's about family connection. They were trying to save their baby. I was like, you better save your baby, white lady. Don't you leave her.
Look into the light.
Go into the light and go get her. You go get her. But I love that movie, because that little boy. Oh, that little boy was acting his behind off, because when I tell you he was scared, he was like, they got her. They took care of it. I was like, boy. Because when that came up from me, he's like, where is she? And they was throwing all the covers in with her in the closet. She was gone. And that boy was like, I told you.
Plus his heart, he was so scared.
He was. But either way, I'm saying that to say that there were certain ones that I did not watch, because I was like, that's a little bit too much for me. So when you was talking about the guy with the Mike Myers, I've never watched that.
None of them.
No, because I was like,
not even the first one.
I never watched that, and I never watched Jason, any of that. Not for a long time. And literally, I just last week watched the first Halloween, because my husband was like, it's a classic, you gotta watch it.
It is okay.
And let me hold on. Because let me tell y'all, I watched that movie. I was like, this is the stupidest of the movies I have ever seen.
I mean, it was in the 70s, man.
He literally was driving. I was like, he's driving a car.
with a mask on.
And I'm like, no, but in broad daylight. It's not like an evening. I'm like, nobody sees this man driving around with a mask for 4 days.
No.
I was like, this is damn. So anyways, but yeah, so there's certain ones that I just don't watch, because I know my own limits, right? I know when something seems too close to reality, like, I don't mess with that.
Okay. So, like you said, I know my limits. As I've gotten older, I have gotten more scarier. I don't know. My brain is just fragile.
You get older?
I don't know. My brain be taking journeys and just be thinking about stuff. And I don't know. So yeah, I have seen Poltergeist. I have all three Poltergeists. I've seen Exorcist. There was 3 of them. The Halloween, the 1 or 2 or 3, whatever.
Yeah, that's
Freddy Krueger's. But y'all gotta understand, the horror movies from the 80s and some of the 90s is way different from what we got going on right now.
That is true.
So very, very all those different newer ones, I'm like, y'all can keep that. Yeah. That Annabelle.
No. Yeah.
I know. I don't want it.
I don't like dolls anyways. So, real quick backstory. I just don't like dolls. I don't. I've always thought they were creepy. Like, I don't like things with faces. I'm like, why people like these porcelain dolls all up in their house and stuff like that? And sorry to anybody who's like that that listens to us. But like that, or remember back in the 90s, remember people was good to have those like African masks and and the porcelain masks hanging up on their wall. Creepy. I'm like, I don't.
Those Mardi Gras masks too?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The Mardi Gras. No, I don't know. I just think things with masks and faces, to me, I'm like, nah. So when I was growing up, my mom used to always try to buy me Barbies. And I'm like,
you didn't like Barbies?
I don't like things with faces. But
that's Barbie.
No, don't like them.
You didn't have the Barbie head that you could call?
Don't want it.
I
don't want to wake up in the middle of the night.
I'm not laughing at your trauma, I promise. But
that's the thing. It's not even like anything ever happened that like scared me. It just, to me as a kid, I was like, that's creepy. Why would I want to look at something staring at me in the middle of the night? Their eyes don't close. That's why when Chucky came out, I was like, see? That didn't make no sense. That's why I never wanted a My Buddy growing up.
I love Chucky.
Remember when they had My Buddy and his little sister? I was like, you keep that, mama. Save your money. Don't buy me that. I didn't want the Barbies. I didn't want no baby dolls. Like how people would have the baby dolls that would used to pee and all that stuff.
I love those.
No.
See, I never thought any of those were going to creep me out.
To me. I don't like any
So you never watched Megan, that newer?
Nope.
Megan is funny. It's not even scary.
Yeah, I might watch it.
It's supposed to be scary, but it's not.
Yeah, it looked weird.
It's very weird.
But yeah, no, I don't do anything. I don't like that kind of stuff. And so because I'm like that, I don't buy my children anything with faces and stuff like that. So when they were younger and people would buy them dolls, I would actually go and donate them.
So they've never played with dolls?
No, not until my youngest one got a little bit older, because everyone would constantly buy her Barbies. And then now what is those, the LOL surprise and all that stuff came out. Yeah. No, Bratz was my older one's generation, but this one is the LOL surprise.
Yeah. Okay.
So people start buying them stuff, and I was like, y'all keep that in y'all room, because it's just weird to me. I don't like that. So therefore, I've never really liked those kind of movies that were about, dolls and stuff, because that's just that was my hand.
No, I heard something else. See, now look.
Okay.
Now I'm unsettled.
What, y'all? I can't even. But see, yeah, so wait a minute. So why did you like dolls?
Dolls are fun.
I
love Barbie. I love Barbie dolls.
You didn't think anything staring at you in the room?
They're not staring at me. First of all, you got to put them to bed. You don't.
Oh my God. Okay, no. So you was one of those people? Good night. Good night, Barbie. Well, good night, Stacey. Good night, Stephanie.
When I say put them to bed, you have to put them back in their, if you were fortunate enough to have a Barbie dream house or some type of living establishment for your dolls, put them away. And my fake Cabbage Patch dolls, they were like my babies. So
yeah, no, talk about creepy looking. You didn't think them garbage?
I loved if my mama is listening, she probably doesn't care, but I was unfortunate to get the Cabbage Patch dolls like my sisters got. I got the knockoff kind.
Count yourself,
but it's fine. It's totally fine.
I buy my own. They was weird looking.
The things that creep me out for scary sake purposes are the demons and the what you call it, the ghosts and stuff that come, all of that, the possessions, all of that. I don't.
So you ain't watched Supernatural?
No.
Oh, I love that show. That show was good.
I don't like zombies. So no, don't ask me about no Walking Dead.
I was about to say not Walking Dead.
All right,
but hold up. No.
I know what you're gonna say.
Yes, you do, because Game of Thrones has zombies.
The worst zombies, period. Because them jokers are fast and they reanimate like that. So with those scenes and episodes, I would have to watch them in the daytime.
Oh, okay.
Or watch them and just, again, pray for peace to get through it. But I know zombies ain't real. I know we can't come back. I know we ain't gonna come and eat your brains. But just the mere fact that somebody sat there and created this as a thing, and it's gotten more evolved as time goes on, and they get faster, because Night of the Living Dead, they was slow as all get out.
Yeah, they really were.
They was like, and then movies like 28 Days Later, they just take it off at full speed. World War Z full speed.
Yeah, well, the World War Z one, full speed was fast. I was like, run, Brad Pitt, run. I was so worried about Brad, I know him personally.
Right. I don't okay, another thing, not monsters, but how do you describe them? There's a movie called The Descent. Have you ever seen that? When those girls go cave exploring and they get trapped under the underground.
No, I haven't seen it.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
There's some type of monster looking type of thing with no face. They look like they could be human, but they're not human type. Whatever that, I Am Legend. That's a better example. Whatever that looks like, whatever you want to call that, I don't like that.
But okay,
but yeah, that's all that stuff is just not cool to me. I don't care. It's not.
Okay, so hold on.
I got more.
This is what I want to bring up as Black people, because we always be so tough. But when it comes to scary movies,
I was tough.
Hold on. But when it comes to scary movies, we be so super scared. And when it comes to Halloween, we be like, especially the Christian ones, they be super judgy. Like, oh no, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to celebrate that. But how many of us know, probably line for line, because I know I do, Michael Jackson Thriller?
Okay, now hold on.
So
now we get to the good part.
So wait a minute though, because what I want to understand is, as a kid, did you watch the Michael Jackson Thriller music video, which had zombies in it?
I was scared, but I watched it.
But you still watched it.
Because I love Michael Jackson.
Oh my!
Okay,
trying to wrap my head around this.
You can't wrap your head around people like me. I'm sorry.
I can't.
My dad had the LP of Thriller.
Yeah.
And he would actually. What?
I'm telling my age again because we had the 8-track tape.
Ooh. I just threw my mic at her. Ooh. Wow. My.
Okay. All right, carry on.
Yes. So I would ask him to play it, and he would. Mm-hmm. Because he loved Michael Jackson, Quincy Jones, and Vincent Price. Like, he loved the guy that whole voice.
Darkness falls across the land.
Man.
Midnight hours, close at hand. I know the whole thing.
Yes.
Preachers crawl in search of blood.
Oh my God.
To terrorize your neighborhood. And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver.
Oh no.
For no mortal can resist the evil of the Thriller. I love it. And maybe that's why I like Halloween, because I love me some Michael Jackson.
You know what? I'm sorry. I will give props to Michael because he grew up Jehovah's Witness, and he was like, you know what? I don't care what none of y'all think. Right. I'm going to do this because he liked that stuff.
I was going to say, a lot of people don't realize about that about him, but he loved horror movies. If you're a big Michael Jackson fan, you would know.
He loved horror movies and special effect makeup.
He loved special effects. One of his favorite was, whichever one was the first one, either American Werewolf in Paris or London. American Werewolf in London.
Oh shoot, which one is the first
Whichever one it was, I think it was John Landis did it.
Yeah.
And John Landis is who he actually had direct and
Thriller.
do the music video Thriller,
which
is like a 13-minute
show was
music video.
Mike is the gold when it comes to music videos.
Kudos to him.
But to your question, yes, there were zombies, and yes, man, he broke my heart. I'm not gonna lie to you, because when I first saw it, because in the beginning of the movie,
don't make me reenact this movie because I'm about to do it. They was driving. What's going on, Mike? The car's out of gas. Really? Really, Mike? Ow. Yeah. And he chuckles. He goes, yeah. And she's like, I don't believe you. Cuts them walking. And they're walking. She's like, I'm sorry I didn't believe you. He's like, it's okay. Can I ask you a question? What is it, Mike? I was wondering, could you be my girl?
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yes.
I can't hold it.
And then scene cut to the sky. Full moon.
Full moon. Clouds. Wait.
And he goes,
wait. Go ahead. Let me do it. Go ahead.
Wait, who are you doing? Me or her?
I want to do him in this part. You hear her.
Okay. So the full moon, and so Mike looks at her. Go. What's wrong? What's wrong?
Go away. Wait, am I too early?
No,
that's it. Okay.
She's like, and then she goes, ah! And she starts running, and then he's just like, and then she trips and falls, and then all you see is him. She's down on the ground, and he's like, ah.
The reason why I'm cracking up because I love that go away part.
Girl,
when I get angry, I'm like, go away.
We have the fake things.
And that yellow eye.
Yes. I love the music video of Thriller.
But what I'm saying is Michael broke my heart because as the movie, the video continues, it cuts to like, him and his date and then whatever.
Right.
And
well, because she gets it because
She
I'm
gets
trying to
scared.
give y'all visual because if
Right.
y'all never seen. So this is what we just reenacted was supposed to be the quote unquote movie, and they're supposed to be like in the 50s.
Right.
So it's almost like a greaser and a
Yeah.
cheerleader type girl.
Uh-huh.
And so Michael in his famous red leather jacket
Man.
is sitting in the movie theater munching
Going
on
on some
popcorn.
popcorn.
He like, and the girl is disgusted, and she like hiding in his armpit and everything, and she's like, and he's just like, and then
He's
she
enjoying
she
it.
was like, Mike, I want to go, and he's like, it's just getting good. And she gets up and she storms out, and he's like still eating popcorn, and then he puts it down. He's like, okay, let me chase after her, and then they get out in the front, and she in some tight leggings, stirrups, and some heels, and a Jericho. And this is Mike's Jericho days. I don't know, this whole episode is segue, but this counts because this is Thriller. And so he's like, what's wrong? Why are you so scared? She goes, I wasn't really scared. And he's like, okay. And then that's when the music starts.
Yes. So he's singing to her about the thrills of the night and everything. And, you know, it's close to midnight. Something evil's working in the dark.
The Wolf Howling.
Right. But what I'm saying is when
moonlight. I'm sorry.
What I mean is that when I say he broke my heart, because I didn't expect him to turn into a zombie, because at some point in the video they get cornered by the undead and they're like, whoa, what's happening? And they're just coming out of everywhere, and there's blood coming out of people's mouths.
And that's what the part that I had just really went through the quote, which was Vincent Price.
Yes.
That was literally called a rap back in the day, which was so funny. And so when they were like walking and like,
because then they walk past the cemetery.
Yeah. I shouldn't be laughing this hard, but she's like literally doing a whole model stroll, like real
in
slow, and her
5-inch heels,
right? And he's just dancing around her,
trying to make her feel good,
right?
He's
and
like,
because this is Thriller night. And so when they like, because he's skipping at this point, like he's skipping,
like having a good old time.
He's having a grand old time, and so they skip their little loop around past the graveyard, and then that's when the music cuts.
Yes, to Vincent Price part.
Yeah, you start hearing the rap, and then all of a sudden you see something called the grave, and then they open the sewer, and then all of a sudden all the things, all the creatures come out,
and I'm just like, wait a minute,
right?
Mike,
And
we
so,
was just dancing.
what was her name? Start with
Ola Ray.
Oh man, I can't remember.
It's Ola Ray.
Okay,
I'm look, but keep going.
So she's all like laughing and giggling at him, and then she like turns, she does spin around or whatever, and then all of a sudden, Michael is there with all the creatures, and then his face is zombied out
with the yellow eyes, or no,
the
not
yellow
yellow.
eyes at the end. Yeah, this guy he's just zombied out.
It's Ola Ray.
Oh yeah, Ola Ray turns around and she's like, ah!
And then the infamous dance scene starts. And while she's doing that, I'm gonna just keep talking, because it's like, you don't expect Michael, to just break out like this as a zombie. So my heart was like caved in. I'm semi scared, because I'm like, what's happening? That's not the Mike that I remember. And he's still going.
And when I tell you the zombies and Mike is getting it.
And then like his eyes they keep bugging out, and he's doing it on purpose.
Because they were like sunken in. And
so like, and then he does that as a zombie, then he flips back around as Michael Jackson.
Right, when he starts singing.
Yeah. Right.
He does that known for spin.
Yes.
And he does a spin, and then it goes, and when he's in, it's he goes, 'cause this is Thriller.
And then
he's back. And you're like, wait,
but
how
you was just the undead. And then the undead is still behind you. Like,
right.
What? How?
And when I tell y'all them zombies was like popping and locking, they was getting it.
They was on it. So yeah. How did we get here again? To my thrilling black people?
Because we was talking about how you didn't like zombies. And I was like, well, did you ever watch the Thriller video? Because it's full of zombies.
Well, okay. Even to this day, I'm still creeped out because it's...
And then I was making fun of, not really making fun of, but I was talking about the fact that a lot of black people who are Christians who don't celebrate Halloween, but they
jam Thriller.
They will watch that music video over and over again.
Right.
And again, and I was telling Miss J earlier before we started recording, I just was watching his ghost video. This like Garland thing.
Oh, Ghost was from what, 2000?
I think it was late 90s.
No, it wasn't late 90s. I think it was 2000s.
Early 2000s.
Oh, we can always check the Googles.
Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, it was, you looked it up, it says it's what?
96.
96.
Right.
And I feel like the video didn't come out to 97. But either way, but yeah, that's what we was talking about. Why is it that people are so scary about Halloween, but love watching that?
I guess because Michael Jackson made it fun. Because Ghost was not, the Ghost music video, short film, wasn't scary. He was in, again, costume. And the special effects and the dancing, he just made it like, he took the edge off of the Halloween, the horror. Yeah. And just made it more like, ooh, you're scared. Dance battle. Like.
Maybe that's what everybody starts doing. You see it go.
Maybe.
Dance? You want to dance?
You got served.
Like. I moonwalk all over your grave.
All over your grave. Oh, man.
But yeah, I mean, I think for me, like I said, my mom, she just never really pushed that whole agenda about, oh, you can't celebrate it because scary stuff is going to happen. Da, 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 da. They never did. And they never either, because some people take it to that extreme where they don't, like you said, watch scary movies either, because they were like, oh no, you watch that, you welcome that into your spirit. No.
I mean, I don't know if I'm teeter-tottering here, but some of that might be kind of true. Like, I don't know. Yeah, like, I don't like to watch, like, I think a lot of people like to watch true crime stuff. To me, that's scary, because that's what I'm saying.
True crime to me is way scarier than Poltergeist.
Like, no, like, I don't want that in my spirit. I don't want to walk around with the fear of somebody going, do whatever to me when I'm walking to my car. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Listen, so people stay prayed up.
That's it.
You gotta stay prayed up.
That's it.
In the Lord. Because I mean, what's the term? Like, people sometimes let fear paralyze them from doing anything, and then people put that on their kids, that paralyze their kids from doing anything. And I've seen that, like, where people are like, nope, my child can't go nowhere, they can't watch TV, they can't do this, da, 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 da. I mean, some people take it to the extreme, like they don't watch TV at all, right? But there are some who are like, okay, well, they can watch Disney but not Nickelodeon, or PBS shows but none of the others, because it's too much. And you're like,
it's all the same.
Like, again, it goes back to like we said, like, okay, even if you don't let your children watch TV, or you don't let them watch other shows at school, somebody's going to still bring it up and talk to them. And nowadays, with people having phones, the kids having phones, I'm sure they're going to look it up on YouTube and show it to your child. So I think it's more about educating your children on, like I said, like for me, what I tell my kids, it's just for fun. We're just dressing them for fun. Watch scary stuff for fun. But let's not do any of that. We ain't going around scaring nobody. I ain't doing that. But you know what I mean? Like, we're having fun. That's it.
And if you already have the foundation of knowing who your savior is and everything that comes with being a Christian anyway, you're going to be fine. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like you go out into the world, there's bad people out there, but you have to just have faith and trust in God that you will be safe.
Right.
And that's it.
I mean, because there's kidnappers. There's.
I was just afraid of being kidnapped. I think I said this before.
Right. Yeah, you did. But I mean, but there's like real crazy stuff out there. And if you, this is one of the most important things I feel like I've ever learned inside of growing up in the church and Christianity. You have to be careful about what you meditate on. Meditate your spirit on.
True that.
So if you are constantly focused on, oh my gosh, my children might get kidnapped, or might happen, or if you focus your spirit on that for too long and all the time, like you said, it's not really a teeter-tottering thing. But yes, some of that yes, it does affect you. It's no different from, like I tell my child, hey, you might want to listen to some Maxwell or something a little bit smoother. You cannot spend 24/7 listening to City Girls or rap songs, because that fix your mood, right? Like you hostile for no reason. Like wake up hostile, not necessarily because City Girls, but I'm just saying certain rap music or certain music that you listen to can make you in a fight mood. Mm-hmm. And so, like, because even me, I know I do it sometimes. Sometimes I'll be in NWA or Public Enemy, because I'm like, you know what, today ain't the day, y'all.
I be all over Gucci.
Exactly. Gucci, Jeezy, all that.
All of it.
But you know, as an adult, you can't put that on your spirit all day, every day. Mm-hmm. If all day, every day, you talking about F this, F that, then you gonna be in
That's what you become.
Crotchety, grouchy mood. Yeah. And then it's like, maybe.
Be like, good morning. What's good about it?
Right. What's good? What's good?
Why you look at me like that? I just said good morning.
Okay, well, somebody woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Right. But yeah, if you sometimes mix it up, listen to some Keith Sweat. Okay. Some Michael Jackson. Stevie Wonder.
Luther.
Some good old Luther Vandross. Okay? Or we can bring it more current. Like we said. Throw on some Bryson Tiller or what's her name? Monet.
Oh, Victoria Monet.
Victoria Monet. And I would say some SZA, but sometimes you don't
even know what she's saying, because she sings in like cursive. So it's just like, what?
Someone else had told me that one time, or not necessarily cursive, but they were saying they can't understand that.
Somebody said she sings in wingding font.
Oh my gosh!
And if y'all don't know what wingding font is, I love SZA too. But if you know what wingding font is, you know that's accurate. It's
I guess the more you listen to it, the more you pick up the words and you understand the thing. Because I heard her whole first album, I could sing from top to bottom.
Yeah. So basically, we're talking about balance and knowing.
Yes.
Who's in charge at the end of the day.
Right. Yes. The man upstairs is who is in charge. And as long as you follow his rules and his laws and believe in his son.
Okay. So to wrap this up, what are you doing for Halloween?
For Halloween, as you said in the beginning of this episode, my house is decorated.
Yes.
And so we're going to be out here on the porch. We're going to be scaring kids. Not like scaring. No, my husband would love to terrify the kids, but like I told y'all, I don't do that. I'm like, no, it's fun. I like to do it for the fun. And I'm like, okay, just give you a little jump. We laugh. Here go a whole bunch of candy. That's what I'm going to be doing. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm doing.
Okay, cool. For me, I'm actually going to be at a festival, Halloween weekend, a music festival. So my only Halloween activity is going to be,
There's a Halloween music festival?
No, I'm saying it's Halloween weekend. It's the weekend of Halloween.
Okay.
So, I mean, if I wasn't doing that, then I would look for a Halloween party to go to or something like that. Because as an adult now, I love it. I love dressing up and stuff now.
So wait, so at the festival, do you have to dress up?
No.
Oh, okay.
I hope nobody does that, because you'll look odd.
Oh no,
I'm serious. You would. It's not that kind of festival.
So wait, what festival is it?
One Music Fest concert.
Really? That's on a Halloween
It
weekend?
is. They pushed it back a couple weeks.
Oh,
like
wow.
it's usually it went from the beginning of September to the beginning of October. Now it's not the end of October.
It's a festival supposed to be outside, and it's been raining like crazy here in Atlanta. So
that's what I'm doing. But like for a Halloween activity, I'm gonna carve a pumpkin for the first time. Why you look at that face?
No, I was just thinking. I was like, I don't think my kids have ever carved a pumpkin.
As much as I love pumpkins, I have never carved one.
Yeah, I did it one time, but again, as an adult, because as kids, I don't know.
I'm gonna get my kitchen extremely dirty doing this, but I have a friend who's gonna help me do this. So
nowadays, so it won't be as messy. A lot of like Michael's and all them have foam pumpkins that you carve.
Oh, we want the real. Yeah, I want a real pumpkin with the guts and everything. The real ones,
they're.
I'll get some gloves and some newspaper or some tarp.
For someone, I know you don't like your hands being wet, and that's
don't.
That's just please get gloves because it is a mess. Ugh. Anyways, but I mean, like we said, to wrap it up, I think that's what, as Christians, I think sometimes we have to remember what we are actually trying to teach other people out there in the world, which is God loves you.
Right?
As Joel says, God loves you. Okay? And I don't think that God's going to be angry with you celebrating a holiday, for one, and having fun. And then two, because God, that's the thing. Like, a lot of people, especially the older generation, were taught, oh, God's like, he's angry. It's like, no, angry. Like, God is a God of love, you guys. Right. God loves us a lot, that he literally sacrificed his only son for us. And as long as you know that and stay prayed up and you stay in the word, then you're fine. You're fine. You'll be all right. But again, as Christians, I think we have to sometime let go of some of those scary and negative connotations and superstitions. Because as Christians, you ain't supposed to be superstitious anyway. Yeah. You're not.
So I shouldn't have knocked on the wood earlier when we were talking about
you did.
But that was a habit. That's a black folk habit. That's a blackism.
Yeah, we have those habits that we grow up with. But yeah, I mean, we as a Christian, I think you have to let go of that fear, and you have to trust in the Lord and you trust in God, and know that it's okay to celebrate a holiday and have fun.
So let the babies have some fun this Halloween season. Let them get the candy. Let them dress up as whatever. Just have a good time. It's only one night.
Oh, one last thing I was going to talk about earlier, because you mentioned witches. And yes, there are witches in the Bible. They talked about them, because we talked about, remember, Saul went and got that witch that conjured up, what's his name, Samuel. He was mad, which I don't blame him. So, but that doesn't mean that you can't, like, what's that got to do with Halloween? That's my thing.
Yeah.
Like, watching the movie Hocus Pocus.
I love Hocus Pocus.
It's okay. Like, it's okay, people, because that's just for entertainment, and it's just funny anyways.
Literally.
It literally is. But, I think, and it's, again, Christians, and especially black people, we get scary about certain things, and God, again, if you go to your word, God says, God does not give into or lead you by the spirit of fear. Mm-hmm. He does not give you the spirit of fear at all. He gives you the spirit of love and a sound mind.
Love, power, and a sound mind.
Love, power, and a sound mind. That's what he wants you to remember and to go by. So we close it off with that. So please, again, we hope that you enjoyed this episode. Please talk to your kids about safety around Halloween, because you do still have to do that. And if you guys are taking your kids trick-or-treating, have a blast. Have a good time. If not, have a blast at home and have a good time. Choice
Either
is
way,
yours.
right. Have a good time.
Right. Have a good time. Enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself for me.
Wait, who is that?
That's the Jacksons. Enjoy yourself. All right.
It is. Okay, I got it.
I'm going to bring her on to that. So y'all have a good night. Look us up on have a good night. Like, before me. She said this like have a good night. Oh, God.
Like we were a kids special.
Right. And remember, kids.
Have a good night.
Find us on all social media platforms. I am Miss J. That is Regina, and we are going to sign off.
Bye, everyone.